right, welcome everybody to the Bitcoin Radio Network. I am Crypto Famous. We got a great show lined up for you today. This is Cryptocurrency Monday Recap 2018. We're going to go through the cryptocurrency market and check out what the updates are going on and what signals we're going to be waiting for. So that should be an interesting time. And it is Monday. I hope nobody has the Monday blues out there. If do, go ahead and get you some crypto coffee and sharpen up a little bit, and that'll always help you. You can get that in the link below. There's crypto coffee, guys. Go check it out. I guarantee you'll like it. It's amazing, amazing coffee. We're going to talk about the enabling of cryptocurrency payments. Let's see if I get my clicker here to work. The cryptocurrency payments from the clients. All right. We're also going to be talking about today how an ancient stone money system works like cryptocurrency. Even the Stone Age people, they had this all figured out. We're going to talk about that. It's going to be interesting as well. Bitcoin is the most stable cryptocurrency, says billionaire investors. We're going to be talking about that today, so you guys want to check that out. All right, and what happened to us here? All right, now we got the new fully regulated cryptocurrency exchange that launches. We're also going to be talking about that. What else do we got, guys? Cryptocurrency company in Bermuda, Malta, and Gibraltar wants you. We're going to talk about that, 6 tools hackers use to steal your cryptocurrency, and how to protect your wallet. Hey, check it out, guys. I'm Crypto Famous. I'll be right back after the station break. Don't go nowhere. It's a short one. We'll be right back with a great day in news.
Have you heard of New York Coin? The best kept secret in crypto. Lightning fast transactions with real world use. Worldwide. No network fees and easy. Low difficulty mining too. All with a current market cap under $15 million. Meet NYC. NYC. NewYorkCoin.net.
BRN, all systems ready.
Bitcoin activated. Blockchain activated. Ethereum activated. Litecoin activated.
All systems ready for launch.
3, 2, 1.
You're listening to the Bitcoin Radio Network, #1 in cryptocurrency.
All right, welcome back. All right, Crypto Famous here, giving you your daily news update in cryptocurrency. We're live on the Bitcoin Radio Network.io. Check us out over there. You got great news, awesome platform. You can watch us daily live, listen to some great cryptocurrency music at that. It's a good variety. We mix it up, a little crypto, a little regular, just to make it interesting. That you can listen to that while you're reading your daily news and drinking some crypto coffee. All right, we're going to jump into the Media 1-3 boss comment today. And this is where we're going to ask all the bosses out there to make sure when you listen to this broadcast that you are a boss. And bosses leave comments down below. They hit the like button, subscribe, and share the video with everybody that you can on your social media platform. And Famous personally appreciates that and thanks you for it as well. We're going over to our comments. Georgie is always the first one up on our comment stacker every day. He says, "Get well soon, boss. Proud of you." Thanks, Georgie. You know, we're getting better each day. I'm seeing miraculous advances in my health from week to week. We only got 40 more days, not even. I think it's down to 39, let's see, 38 days left, and I should be free of this. So All right, big ups on that comment. Thank you for that. All right, now, I can't really see the name on it, but I think Roland? Romel. Long live famous. That's right. We need famous here to give you guys the news updates, plus the awesome Crypto Famous show that's going to be starting in the very near future, which is going to be action-packed. We're going to be out on the streets, guys. I mean, we're going to be doing interviews on Miami Beach and Fort Lauderdale and all over the Florida area. And then in the wintertime, I think we'll either be going to the Puerto Rican island or out to Malta. I believe we're going to do the Malta base for our exchange. That is the partnership with the Malta Blockchain Summit and some other very important Malta directors for exchanges that we've partnered up with. So we're making the right advancement, guys, to secure our level in the exchange atmosphere. So you guys be prepared for that. LVX is getting sharpened up, and we will be launching that in the very near future. So you'll be the first one to know about it. LVX, Live Video Exchange, the only one, patents on it that nobody can put a live video with a cryptocurrency exchange. That's going to give you the value in letting you guys know that, hey, this exchange is different from all the other ones out there because we have the patents that nobody else can try to mimic what we're doing. And on top of that, you're going to get the best in trading. I mean, if you use the LVX coin, you're going to get really, really, really low fees for trading, less than Binance. I know that. So we're looking to bring that to the platform very soon. All right, next comment here. Gustin, my favorite color is green, and my favorite pet is the bull. All right, I like the bull too, especially I wish this bull would really take off in our market. That's for sure. We're tired of hanging out with bears, you know. All they do is run around, sleep in the wintertime, and eat all our berries. All right, we need to get some bulls in here so that this market can start to climb in the right direction. I think we're on that footstep like I've been saying over the weeks. I did say there was going to come a correction. Matter of fact, it happened while Friday's broadcast was going on. That's how current the news is. All right, so with what happened over the weekend, you know, we've got a little rocky areas, some slam down, some pick back up. But notice that BTC is still hanging right around, you know, 8,100 and above. That is good news. And even if it does slam down to 8, it'll come right back up. That's good news for the market. And now if we could just, you know, get some stability built under this thing and start to climb that bull ladder, we would all be doing a lot better. So I agree with you there. Thank you for you guys' comments too and interacting. You guys are all true bosses. And so don't let anybody else tell you different. And we appreciate it. So from the bottom of our hearts right here, you're interacting. And that goes for the rest of you people out there. We get, you know, views. Leave some comments down. Join in. You could be featured as one of the comments on the daily news right here. On the Bitcoin Radio Network, BNN, Bitcoin News Network, a Media 1-3 production hosted by your favorite anchor, me. Crypto Famous. All right, let's jump into some news here and let's get to the cut to the chase here. Cryptocurrency market update, waiting for signals on a flat Monday. What is the big signals? Markets are flat this morning with a few coins moving. Chainlink doing well, but ALF and 10X, Bitcoin Gold, they're all suffering. And this is at the start of the day today. So, and as we start another performing week, crypto land remains flat after the weekend of inactivity across the markets. There's just people were just really a little shady about what's going on. We don't know if it's going to slam back down to, you know, $6,000-$7,000, or is it going to maintain that $8,000 level? So there's been a lot of, you know, not too much confidence right there in the market over the weekend. All right, there have been virtually no movements in the market, or the capitalization remains under 300 billion. Bitcoin hasn't moved at all, and it's still trading at 8160. That was at the time of this writing this morning, where it was the same time yesterday. Likewise, the Ethereum, which was trading at 465, the same degree as the weekend. Altcoins are mostly in the red, and I see it at anywhere from 3 to 5%, depending on what it is. But there's very small amounts. Let's see, the top 10 is pretty much the same as yesterday. Excuse me. Stellar has fallen back once again at 4% decline to 0.30. And over the week, XLM is still up 3.5% since last Monday. There could be some good news for them right there. The top 20 is also red at the moment, with the coins in a decline, aside from the Ethereum Classic, which is up 1.6%. It's not too much. These aren't bragging rights, but we're just keeping you up to date on Monday coin recap here. What is it? What's today's? Put it up there. The cryptocurrency Monday recap of 2018. Sorry, I get so tied up in the rest of it. So that's what we're doing here. We're giving you that nice recap of what's going on. Not a lot of movement at all. Everything's still right in there. Now the biggest losses is from the Binance coin, which has fallen 5.8%. Now that fell down to about $13.60, followed by Monero, which is down 4.4% to 135, and the rest are losing in between 1 to 2%. I see some at I'm calling it 3 to 5% currently. This morning it was about 1 to 2%, but we're seeing that that red climb up to about 2 to 5%, somewhere right in there. Now further down the list, the losers are greater with over 5% declines. For the OX, the Zequilla, the Bitcoin Gold, Icon, however, is in the green by about 2.6% to trade at about $1.33. Now Chainlink is at the top performing. Chainlink is the top performing altcoin at the moment, with a climb of about 6.8%, and that's to about 0.342. And at the opposite end of crypto range is ALF, or ELF, whatever they call that, which has dropped 10%, followed by 10X, which is down 8%. I'm going to try to get 10X on here to do an interview with us so that we can get direct answers. And when I do this, I'm going to do the call-in lines for you guys so that you guys can call in and ask. I know I get a lot of emails and stuff about 10X. Hey, do you got any information when 10X is going to send me my card? And I've got to tell you guys, no, I don't have the answers for that. I literally am not involved in that platform, not even on the marketing end, so I just don't have the answers that you might be looking for. However, I can get the gentleman to come on the network if you guys would like to see 10X in a show. Or here, better than that, let's do this. Right in the middle of this, all right? Seems like we're talking about this. This is what I want you bosses to do. The comment generator for today, all right, is going to be, all right, are you guys ready for this? This is good. Who would you like to see interviewed? Maybe you want to call in, talk to them, ask some questions, good, bad, the ugly. It doesn't matter. Here, we're a free press. We're not controlled. So you call in, you got something, just, don't be vulgar, of course. Be respectful of all persons, even if you don't like the platform because it might have got you or did something or something happened. We still got to be respectful. If you're not, we will disconnect the call. However, we have these call lines, and we'd like to see in the comments today who you guys would like to be interviewed here. Who would you like questions answered? And so put the name of your guys' favorite down there. We'll make a list of them. We'll start contacting them and getting them on the network here for you so that you guys can get your answers that you might be looking for. All right. Let's see here. Let's get back into this. The markets are poised after another moment over the next couple of days, the total capitalization has not changed in the past 24 hours. It remains just below 295 billion at the time of this writing. Now, since last Monday, crypto markets have gained marginal 2.7% and are still up the popularity citing since mid-July. Now, the trade volume is currently at $13.5 million. That would really suck if it was at $13.50. I'd be like, what? We're all broke. All right, now the trade volume is currently at 13.5 million, which is slightly higher than this time last year. So there is some benefits to that. The trading looks like it's a little bit higher this year than last year, and the further upswing will take the markets over 300 billion in Bitcoin to its next major resistance level near 9,000. And if you remember last week, guys, whenever I was talking about this, a lot of people want to jump from the 8,000 to the 10,000. And them are, wonderful. But we have to climb the ladder here. We have to go up Jacob's ladder, right? And as we're climbing Jacob's ladder, we're going to go from 8,000, and then guess what? We're going to hit 9,000, and then it's going to go to 9,500 and so forth, up to 10,000. Now, I mean, we could wake up one day. I mean, this is cryptocurrency, right, guys? So we could wake up one day and then, booyah, just be sitting on a big stack of money, and this thing could go from 0 to, 8,000 today into 65,000 tomorrow. But something seriously has to happen in the world to make that possible. So on a realistic level, we're going to see that $9,000 mark here soon. More bearish selling through could see things go back to the lows earlier this month. So we want to watch out for what we're doing here, because our idea here is to get the bull run back and not to make a quick buck. I want you guys to learn this, because in cryptocurrency, everybody's out for the quick buck. And the problem with that, and this is another reason why we're doing the Monday recap, or the cryptocurrency Monday recap for 2018, is so that you guys get an understanding of how to be careful. Don't fall into FOMO. We're going to talk about the FOMO part here in just a second. But I want you guys to learn how to hodl that coin during these rocky stages, And I want you to also learn, a lot of you know it, some of you don't. Over on Binance, you can tether up. And if you tether up, you can save your butt from losing money. And you got to do it like in $200 increments of the spread there. But I think if you'll find, I just had some Bitcoin, and last time I bought Bitcoin was at, 5,900, something like that. And we bought some Bitcoins, and so we're watching it. And when it hit 81, we put a stop loss at 8,100. Why? Because that was the new high. We could do that at that time. So we put that stop loss in there, and then it'll tether up. It'll sell it into tether right away. Okay? So that's how we prevent ourselves from going back down. And then we'll wait for it to come back up, or maybe drop back down, buy in again, and then ride it back up. And then you'll have your 3 waves coming through the market as you're watching your coins. And you're going to want to pick maybe the middle one or the third one to sell. Now, I usually trade on that high peak middle of the 3, and sometimes I'll hit that third one, just depending on what the resistance and how everything's looking in there. But anyway, so that's my take on it. Now, without committing FOMO, because FOMO is fear of missing out, guys. We don't want you guys to, oh my God, I'm going to miss out, I'm going to lose out. I just made $1,000 and I'm going to lose it. And sell it off. Because if that happens, you're going to drag Bitcoin back down to, $6,000. Everybody starts trying to make $1,000 here and there. Why do that whenever you can ride that market up to 20,000, guys? Let's not get greedy. Let's not get, overzealous about it. The BTC is what we're talking about. Now, a lot of movement is leaving that altcoin stage now. You're seeing a big dip in that. And as that's going in, you're seeing more confidence in going back into Bitcoin. And really, we just haven't seen anything going on over the weekend except for some falling, and then it'll come back up and down, up and down, up and down. We'll call it the roller coaster ride. But FOMO Moments is a section that takes a daily look at the top 25 altcoin during the current trading session and analyze the best performing ones, looking for trends and possible fundamentals. Make sure you guys stay on top of your trading out there, and don't FOMO into making a mistake. Like, I know so many people last year bought Bitcoin maybe at 14, 15,000, and then bought more at 16, 17,000, and then, you know, it started declining, and instead of taking their gains, they bought in the green and sold in the red, and they lost money. And then they're like, I'm not getting back into cryptocurrency, man, I got jacked, I got ripped off. No, you didn't do your investigation, you didn't do your homework. You have to search this information out. This stuff just isn't going to pop off at a page and all of a sudden you're, oh, I'm a trader, I'm crypto smart, I just figured it out. I mean, the word just bit me in the nose, and look at this now. I'm just a genius. It's not going to happen that way. I wish it was, because there'd be a lot of rich people. However, the rich people that are getting rich is because we study this stuff. I mean, we get into it, and we live and we breathe it. Now, when we get back from this station break, I'm going to be talking about the perfect way to enable cryptocurrency payments from clients. This is pretty important because businesses don't know how to get involved. Stick with me. I'll be right back after this.
Are you in development or pre-ICO? Are you ready to take your ICO or platform to the next level? Look no further. Media 13 has the perfect solution to drive traffic to your platform. Our team has many creative ways of advertising on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and many other places, including Reddit and Bitcoin Talk. Wait no longer, for time is money in cryptocurrency. Contact us today at info@bitcoinradionetwork.io for current plans and pricing.
Let's try something different.
Join BNN for the 6 o'clock news with Crypto Famous Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Famous will keep you up to date with live breaking news as it happens. Also, live interviews from the leading platforms in cryptocurrency. A Media 13 production, exclusively on BRN, the Bitcoin Radio Network.
Check one. All right, that baby's turned up. All right, welcome back everybody to the Bitcoin Radio Network. Hope you can hear me better. My mic was turned down a little bit there. We made that correction over the little break there. So that's what's great about these little commercials, and soon you're going to see video commercials. You're not going to have to just sit there and look at a blank screen. You'll be watching the videos, and we're in production doing that. We're also in the production of starting up a new exchange. We're doing so many cool things right now with AIM, Blockchain Solutions, another company that I own, and we're really doing a lot of development things, some wallets, some apps that are really cool. And you know what, we're also developing some awesome exchanges and doing some network marketing platforms and reaching out and really blowing up and showing off what Media 13 and its partners can do here at the Bitcoin Radio Network. So we're really excited about that, guys. There's a lot going on. All right, the professional to enable cryptocurrency payments from clients. All right, this custom software developer professional said in a statement that it will accept Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin as payments for services rendered to its clients. All right, the cryptocurrency is the future of payments, and by introducing this modern payment option, we aim to make our services more comfortable and accessible. Our team and our goals have always been the customer convenience and satisfaction. Oh, tongue twister there. Sorry about that, guys. So we decided to adopt a crypto payment alternative, said Ivan Kot. I hope I said your name right there. The professional's CTO and co-founder. All right, the company expects this payment method to be more fitting option for its clients which have received money with crypto assets, as it will allow them to avoid making conversions I'm seeing a lot more platforms like this where it's going to come out. And hey, look, guys, like I said, you're at the beginning of the technology. No, famous, it was 2009 was the beginning. That was the beginning, the birth of Bitcoin. The technology break has just started last year and is developing into this year. Last year was the year of the ICOs. This year is the year of the blockchain and technology advancements in cryptocurrency in the technology. I mean, it's evident. I mean, look at all the blockchain summits everywhere. You can see that. Now, cryptocurrencies are borderless. Money that allows making our services reachable. On top of that, they help circumvent certain limitations that conventional payment systems like PayPal have. Now, according to him, they move towards the crypto payments is a natural step since the company is involved in researching and adopting the latest technology trends. In a blog post explaining its decision to invest in the blockchain, the company decided or predicted the technology would soon adopt by high-profile financial institutions like asset manager, pension funds, and payment providers. And we can see that already. I mean, there's already payment providing platforms out there that will convert the crypto. I mean, if you're a merchant, if you're a store, and you're accepting Visa, you're getting ripped off. I mean, you could literally go to accepting Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, or New York coin at that, and a new coin that we have coming out. We can't disclose it yet until it's ready, but we will be disclosing that maybe within a week and a half. We'll be disclosing a new coin that's going to come out, and it's not even an ICO. It is not an ICO. They're coming out and developing their whole platform right up front, and then they'll be doing further developments on a fork of the Bitcoin down the road. So you're not even going to have an opportunity to buy in at an ICO because we don't need an ICO for this one, you know. Like I said, you're going to find that a lot of things that we do here at the network, a lot of the guys are self-funded, you know. We already made millions and millions of dollars off of Bitcoin last year, so we're riding on that. Now, some of the partners and customers that we have here are pretty much in the same boat. Not everybody needs to run an ICO to be successful. So there is a new exchange coming out. It's got a very interesting twist about it, especially if you're American or you've heard about some American stories here in America. So this is all going to tie into what makes this exchange so special and why I'm so proud that my company, AIM Blockchain Solutions, can be the one developing this platform for them. I mean, this is an amazing opportunity, and we're very proud to present it. It will be a Malta exchange as well, and they're very well involved with Malta already. So there's going to be some awesome things, man, coming up here. You guys just have to stay tuned each day, because you never know which day it's going to be announced, but you want to be there when it is announced so that you can get over and get signed up for whatever the platforms offer. I know they're going to do airdrops and bounties and all sorts of reward programs to get you guys incentively involved in this exchange. And it's going to have great rates, and it's going to be fast. I've already seen the exchange. We've already got, more or less an idea of how this is going to operate and everything. So we're really excited about this one. And more so when I tell you the story, you guys will understand why I love this platform that we're involved with. I think it could go down in history. And let's just put it this way. The United Nations is involved on this program. So that's just to let you know how serious it is. And that right there, it makes you feel good when you've got big organizations that are already currently working in the world, and they're calling you up to get these things done. So big ups to everybody in the crew here for doing such a jam-up job and doing your jobs. I really appreciate all the people working here at the network and those that work abroad for the network as well. All right, now back to the article. More than half of the top of the corporations across the world are now thinking about blockchain, and that's just the facts, because I'm going to tell you right now, blockchain is the security. I mean, it is definitely the security. With nearly 2/3 of them integrating technologies into their systems before the year end. So out of all them people, 2/3 of them are already integrated systems to go launch by the end of the year. That's exciting, guys. I'm really excited to be telling you this. This is what we need to hear instead of all the BS talk about Bitcoin, it's a scam, it's this, it's that. Nah, there's characters out there. And when the Crypto Famous show starts, we're going to expose them all, baby. So get ready, because I have no fear about exposing people that are promoting junk platforms for a financial gain. I have no problem doing that. So if you're a YouTuber out there and you're jacking people around, getting them to invest into junk platforms, be prepared, because Media 1-3 is coming all guns loaded, because I believe that this is one of the biggest problems in cryptocurrency. Yes, oh, I'm opening up people's eyes to crypto. No, you're not. You're putting a bad taste in their mouth, and then they run away from cryptocurrency and they want nothing to do with it again because they got ripped off by some stupid platform that you're promoting. Okay? So let's get the facts straight. Quit promoting junk for a financial gain. You know, I hear guys out here getting a half a Bitcoin just to go on their YouTube and talk about some stuff. It's so ridiculous. And companies, take heed to what Crypto Famous is saying. Quit paying these YouTubers out here, you know, these high rates, and you will see a lot of this go away. All right? It's greed. That's what it is. And most of them will take anything and promote anything as long as they're getting a financial gain. And they really don't care. I mean, really? Do you know anybody on YouTube? I mean, do any of you know me personally? I mean, on a one-on-one level. So how could you actually just take everything I say for, you know, solid word? And I don't want you to. I want you to do your own investigations on everything that I say, because I feel that's the only way that you're going to be truly educated, is by hearing what I say, investigating it, and then digging further into that rabbit hole for yourself. And as you go down that rabbit hole, you'll just gain tons of knowledge about cryptocurrency, and you'll come out a better, stronger person in crypto. Believe you me on that. All right. Now, let's go to the next one. We said enough about that platform. I got some good stuff here I want to talk about here today. So let's go over to the next one here, guys. Oh, okay, yeah. All right. This is one I really want to talk about today. I think this is pretty cool. And it's pretty interesting because I was just watching on like the history. I'm kind of like a history channel guru nut. I think it was on YouTube somewhere, or their channel, watching it. And they were talking about this exact article that we ended up writing today. So check this out. How an ancient stone money system works like cryptocurrency. I mean, look, there's the wheel, baby. I have one term that everybody that works for my corporations, they have to know this, because this is what business revolves around. All right? And it revolves around that wheel that you're looking at on the TV. Okay? That wheel has been invented. You see it? It's been invented. The guy got ancient writings on there and stuff. That thing was created a long time ago. We do not have to recreate that wheel. All we have to do is turn it. And anybody that works for me knows that we turn the wheel here. And if you don't know how to turn the wheel, well, come to work for us. I'll teach you how. You'll be amazed. All right, so knowing that this wheel is just our motto here at, you know, at the network. Digital currencies such as Bitcoin and the blockchain technologies utilized to record digital transactions on a public ledger may not be so revolutionary. At least many hundred years ago, islanders on Yap, that's YAP, in Western Micronesia, they used principles that the heart of cryptocurrency to conduct business, says the archaeologist Scott Fitzpatrick, all right, of the University of Oregon in Eugene. All right, now check this out. Stone money transactions on Yap were the precursor to Bitcoin and the blockchain technologies. Fitzpatrick says at April's annual meeting of the Culture of American Archaeological in Washington, D.C., he explained the connection between the carved stone discs and some weighing more than a Honda Accord. That's pretty damn heavy for a stone. And could you imagine somebody has to pick that stone up and put it on a triple beam or something to weigh it? Man, I'm not, that wouldn't be me over there. I'd break my back trying to pick that thing up. I don't know about you guys, but all right. And so it says that this stone is weighing more than a Honda Accord and standing taller than a man. in today's cyber tokens are floating in digital space. Now, this is based on studies of the rock sources and dating of sites on Yap and nearby islands. Fitzpatrick thinks that before the European contact in 1783, inhabitants of Yap sailed regarding 400 kilometers to other islands in the Micronesia to quarry the limestone from the caves and the rock shelters. All right, the sea voyagers negotiated with local ledgers for the access of the limestone deposits. Now, some these stone carvers went along for the ride and formed rock discs on site. This was on site. They got these discs, they put them on there, and they started chiseling away, you know. And they put a center hole that was cut into each circular chunk of the rock, so men could run a wooden pole through the opening and hoist the rock. And these weighty pieces of currently called rye, R-A-I, and they were transported to Yap on rafts. All right, so they just chucked these big stones on a raft and went floating down the river, got them back, and that's how they took care of all their digital currencies, made them right there on the spot. They didn't even wait to get back. They brought the carvers with them. Hey, man, we don't want nobody trying to steal our stuff, man. We need you carvers to come over here and make a hole. All right, so they arrived back at the home. Travelers presented newly acquired rye, which is their money, I guess, the rye money, to their fellow community members. In a public gathering, everyone heard which individuals clan groups took ownership of the particular disc. Each rye was designated a value based on the size and evenness of the shape, stone, quality, and risks taken on the journey. Could you imagine if that's how we did money today? Well, this coin is so perfect, we're going to call it $6 million because it's just damn perfect. I mean, it's so pretty. It's so perfect. This lumpy one over here is going to be worth 5 cents. Could you imagine that? And you know what? To go carve this coin, you know, I did travel down about 16 mountain tops and cross 14 rivers and had to hang glide down a mountain, so we got to get some money for that too. Woo! I sure am glad the money system changed. And now I'm glad that Bitcoin is in, but you know, it's still the same effect if you really think about it. I make a joke about that, but when we stop and look at how Bitcoin is ran, it's almost ran the exact same way. And that's what is just amazing about this. Now, after being inspected and verified at the local chief, rye were displayed at communal spots such as the ritual dancing grounds. Owners of the disc would transfer, for instance, the wedding gift to secure political allies or in exchange for food, residency nearby islands, or extreme storms, and so much more. We're going to talk about that when I get back from this station break. We're about halfway through the show, guys. Don't go nowhere. Check it out. I'll be right back after this.
ShareDrop is the first and only airdrop channel to deliver over 90% more value to its audience with the referral tokens it collects, otherwise kept by competing airdrop channels, putting more money in the pockets of users and helping good blockchain projects succeed is our mission. Visit sharedrops.io to learn more. That's sharedrops with an S.io.
BRN, all systems ready.
Bitcoin activated. Blockchain activated. Ethereum activated. Litecoin activated.
All systems ready for launch.
3, 2, 1.
You're listening to the Bitcoin Radio Network, #1 in cryptocurrency.
All right, welcome back. Now, we were just talking about this ancient technology and how it was used. I want to finish this story up for you guys here. So just bear with me here. Now, allies or from the exchange for, like I was saying, they would exchange for food from the residents of nearby islands after extreme storms. Now, these deals are also occurred in front of a whole community. No matter who acquired Rye, it stayed in its original location. Now, the Bitcoin and blockchain work much more the same way. Fitzpatrick says Bitcoin miners solve complex mathematical puzzles to release units of currency. Those units are transported and securely stored across public blockchain ledgers, and the full transaction histories for each Bitcoin are available to the network individuals. Now, Bitcoin can be exchanged for goods, services, or given away at any time by participants in the digital system. A comparison of the stone money on the Yap to the black. I can't freaking talk today. All right, the comparison of the stone money on Yap to blockchain technologies is legitimate, says anthropologist Catherine Sampek of the Illinois State University. All right, in normal, Yap Islanders develop a public oral system to securely tracking and exchanging Rye. The blockchain does the same thing, maintaining the digital histories and updates about units of currencies. And others disagree. Researchers such as the anthropologist David Graeber of the London School of Economics and Political Science, who viewed money as a product of government imposition and debt, don't think Yap disks qualify for currency. For instance, Rye can't be divided into smaller parts to make purchases or easily carried from place to place. Digital currencies don't live up to their name either, so says this guy. The same group argues that the Bitcoin and its cousins are just unregulated exchange units with widely fluctuating values that make these digital creations unlikely to catch on among consumers and tax collectors and critics predict. However, if these guys aren't morons, didn't we just have like almost $300 billion in cryptocurrency markets right now? The market cap, hello, 300 billion. Holy shit, that's a lot of money. All right, so I don't know what this guy's talking about. Maybe he needs to go over here and go back to the education school and get him some knowledge. All right, let's run on. We got some more stuff here. This is our last segment before the end of the show here, so let's move this baby to the next one here. All right, new fully regulated cryptocurrency exchange launches. Now this one's fully regulated, and it's the first regulated exchange for cryptocurrencies has opened for beta testing. Remember, we always open up an exchange for beta testing and work out the bugs and stuff like that. All right, before we open it up. So I just want you guys to understand how that works. The block trade, and it's called blocktrade.com, is regulated under the MiFID2 framework approved by the Financial Markets Authority and associates of the ESMA, the European Securities and Market Authorities. All right, now the blocktrade.com exchange platform will trade Bitcoin, Ether, let's see, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Ripple. I don't know why they're going to trade Ripple over there, but crypto trades, insights, security tokens, and assets will be progressively added later in the year 2018. Blocktrade.com exchange is now open for registration and is expected to roll out fully in September. This is the deal. This is an ideal way for regulators across Europe to recognize cryptocurrencies as new assets and class and put in a regulatory framework, said Luke Gubo, CEO of blocktrade.com. So you guys want to know any more about it? Hit me up over at the bitcoinradionetwork.io. Check out the news over there. Full article over there. I'm running out of time. Got to go to the next one real quick. I got some news to cover here for you, and I got something I want to talk a little bit more on, so I want to take a little bit of time out of that. This right here is one of my favorite because I think my company is moving to Malta, and have a cryptocurrency company, Bermuda, Malta, Gibraltar, they want you. They want all of you that want to build your company out there. The San Francisco hedge fund goes to the Cayman Islands to incorporate. Big companies are generally big companies are generally set up in Delaware, and online poker companies often set up their bases in Gibraltar and Malta. Now the race is on to turn out to be the go-to destination for the cryptocurrency companies that are looking for shelter from regulatory uncertainty in the United States and in Asia. All right, in small countries and territories including Bermuda, Malta, Gibraltar, and Liechtenstein, officials have freshly passed laws or have legislation in the works to make themselves more welcoming to the cryptocurrency companies. I know for a fact Malta wants to be the cryptocurrency capital of the world. Their Minister of Finance, or whatever they got over there, whatever his position exactly is, I know that he's talked to one of my partners, and that's exactly what their intentions are. All right, now in Malta, the government passed the 3 laws on July 4th, so companies can easily issue new cryptocurrencies and trade existing ones. In Bermuda this year, the legislature passed a law that lets startups doing initial coin offerings apply for their Minister of Finance for speedy approval. I think, a matter of fact, that approval rating is under 3 months' time in Bermuda. So 3 months. In Europe, it's a year. In America, it could be a year and a half before you even get approved. And then you can't even do nothing for that year and a half until they do approve you, which is really obnoxious if you ask me. All right, now we are 6,500 people and this is in Malta, 65,000 people and 20 square miles. But we have a very advanced economy. And the premier of Bermuda, and or I guess that was in Bermuda, not Malta. But Malta is still got one of them, I mean, amazing economies over there. It's great. All right, now after an interview at the cryptocurrency meeting in May in New York, where he was trying to pitch companies on the island's charms, we want to position Bermuda as an indicator for the industry. See, there's this big competition. Who's going to get it? Malta, Gibraltar, Liechtenstein. These are your big names right now that are all in competition for the cryptocurrency capital of the world. And the competition for cryptocurrency companies is a part of a wider rush by the governments to figure out how to approach the new industry that looks outside the prominence over the last year. So basically, you're either going to play ball with us in this country in the United States, or guess what, Trump? We're going to take our companies offshore again. Why? Because you guys ain't playing ball the way ball needs to be played. We're out there with baseballs and gloves, and you guys got rugby on, trying to take us down. And that's just not going to happen. What's going to happen is our companies, like the San Francisco-based company, my company, I know about 5 others right in the vicinity of us that are all bringing their companies out to Malta. Malta will be the exchange hotspot in the world. I do believe that. All right, so if you guys got to read a little bit more on this article, jump over to the Bitcoin Radio Network.io. Let's go over to the next one, guys. 6 tools used by hackers to steal cryptocurrencies and how to protect wallets. All right, now I've told you guys 100 times already, okay? And I'm going to tell you 100 more times, okay? The hackers are going to stop hacking the exchanges because we're beefing up the security. Now where they're going to go after is the exchanges that have these little wallets on them and everything. So if you don't put this, this stuff in proper place, you're going to have some serious problems. And that's why we're going to talk about this. I don't even know if we have enough time to talk about it, but I think we can get it out. All right, in the early July, it was reported that a bleeding computer detected suspicious activity targeted at defrauding 2.3 million Bitcoin wallets. Now, you guys pay attention to this because this is no joke. This is no BS. This is solid factual information. Our team worked very hard putting this together, and this I think will help you all. And if I don't finish it up today, I will recap this story tomorrow. Even though it's today's news, I'm going to talk about this. And when the Crypto Famous show, the very first one I do is all about how to protect yourself in cryptocurrency, because it's stage number 1 in crypto. Otherwise, you're just going to fall as a victim like the rest of us have. I've been ripped off, and just about everybody in cryptocurrency today has been ripped off. So I, Mr. Famous here, would like to introduce security to you guys at a different level that maybe some of you have thought about. Now I'm not just talking about two-factor authentication and stuff like that. Do you really think two-factor authentication isn't hackable? I mean, they've already proved that over at Coinbase. All right, so let's get into it. Specific activity targeted defrauding 2.3 million Bitcoin wallets. Were you one of them? Which they found to be under the threat of being hacked. Let's see here. The attackers used malware known as clipboard hijackers. Look this stuff up. Educate yourself. This is how you stop people that are hackers out there from doing it. They're called clipboard hijackers. Do a research on the word. Get familiar with it. Research as much as you can. I'm going to touch bases on it for you and just run down the alley here. Which operates in a clipboard which can possibly replace the copied wallet address with the one of the attackers. See? I mean, these guys are smart. You got developers, guys. You don't think the developers know how to hack into stuff? So the threat of hacking attacks of this type has been predicted by the Kaspersky Lab. As early as November, we reported on that. I clearly remember the Kaspersky Lab report that I did just about a month ago. Let's see, the lab as early as November of last year, and they did not take long to become reality for the time being. All right, this is one of the most widespread types of attacks that is aimed at stealing users' information or money. Clipboard, I'm telling you guys, do your homework, protect yourself, get familiar. You know, in the military they say this, you got to know your enemy, man. You got to know your enemy. If you want to be protected, you have to know your enemy. You got to study him so you know how to conquer him or defend yourself from him. So I'm teaching you, the enemy is the hackers out here, not the platforms. Well, they're kind of, you know, some of the ICOs are the problem too, but the hackers are the real deal, guys. All right, that's what we hear about in the news all the time. We're reporting about it constantly. So now that's what's used in this. Overall estimated express of attacks to individual accounts and wallets being about 20% of the total number of malware attacks, and there's more. On July 12th, on July 12th, BNN published Kaspersky's, well, I was just talking about that. That we published Kaspersky's lab report, which stated that the criminals were able to steal more than 9 million in Ethereum. Remember that? If you've been around, you're one of my longtime listeners, you know what I'm talking about here. Through social engineering schemes over the past year. Briefly about the problem, they already mentioned bleeping computer portals, and that works on improving computers' latency. And it writes about the importance of following at least some basic rules in order to ensure a significant level of protection. All right, most technical support problems lie not in the computer, but within the fact that the user does not know the basic concepts that underline all the issues of computing. These are just simple facts. I mean, I couldn't tell you everything that the thing does. You know my programming team could, my team guys could, but I couldn't tell you. I'm on that same level as you guys. I just got good company around me. All right, these principles include hardware, files, folders, operating systems, internet, and applications. At the same point of view is shared by many cryptocurrency experts, not punks, not out here just blabbing. These are the experts in cryptocurrencies. And one of them, Mr. Ohayon, an investor and entrepreneur, places the emphasis on the individual's responsibility of users in dedicated Hacker Noon blog. Now check that out. I just gave you one. I always like to emphasize these words. Hacker Noon, HACKERNOON blog. All right, go check them out. See what's going on over there. So maybe you can get some education on how to protect yourself against the next move. Yes, you are in control of your own assets, but the price to pay is that you are in charge of your own security as well. So that's the game here in cryptocurrency. You don't have FDIC over here in America insuring your cryptocurrencies. You have nobody insuring. It's you are insuring your cryptocurrencies. How do you insure them? By studying how to keep things safe. You know how many people I brought into cryptocurrency and they come back to me and they say, man, I really love Coinbase, man. I'm keeping all my stuff on Coinbase. Where were we on that? Let's see. I just messed up my... Find where we were. But yeah, I hear, oh, I just love Coinbase. I feel so secure on Coinbase. You know, blah, 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 blah. I'm just so happy. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You know, never leave your money on an exchange. I got guys, you know, I brought into crypto. They made a ton of money off of Ripple. They made a ton of money on Bitcoin. They made a ton of money on Ether and Litecoin as it was climbing up last year. It was amazing, okay? And, but you know what? One day, them exchanges or them platforms will get hacked. And when they do, they're going to wish that you listened to me because there's a lot to talk about. We just got a few minutes left, so I'm going to save this article for tomorrow. We're going to recap it. Want to read more about it, get freshened up. Man, get over to the BitcoinRadioNetwork.io and check out the article. It's on, I think it's, no, it's not Malta's the top one, but Hackers Steal Cryptocurrency and How to Protect Wallets. You guys need to know that because it's the wallets they're coming after next. That's why we got to protect this stuff. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You want to stay safe in crypto, pay attention. And make sure you check us out tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time because we're going to start out with this article and we're going to elaborate on it. It's a long article. There's a lot of points in there I want to touch. There's a lot of keywords I want you guys to get familiar with and a lot of different things that are not being talked about in cryptocurrencies besides, oh, two-factor authentication. No, that don't cut it anymore, people. The hackers are smart. That's the end of today's show. I appreciate you. If you like today's content, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Bosses, leave a comment. I'll see you guys back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Time. I'm out of here.
The opinions expressed on the radio or video program by the host or co-host